Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Healing Place Energy School. I'm Helen Chin Liu. I am a certified reflexologist, certified energy medicine practitioner, a Reiki master, and teacher. Tonight, I am flying solo. My co-host is Robin Bornstein, caught a cold. And no, she does not have COVID. She even tested herself to make sure that she didn't have anything. And so this was one of those last minute notification I got before I went off to the office at the Healing Place in Medfield, Massachusetts. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to talk about this subject with her. Unfinished soul contract. And why did I think of this? Well, last week I was talking with one of my clients. I probably see about 10, I would say 15 clients a week. And along with the reflexology or the chakra balance that I do, I also do wellness coaching or spiritual coaching. It all depends what you want to call it. But I would say everybody who has come to see me at the Healing Place has begun their awakening process. So I call it the first step of your spiritual journey. And we started discussing what does that look like? And of course, the biggest fear is I'm here for a reason. So we could call this life purpose. And what if I don't finish or if I don't complete my soul contract within this life? And I was trying to get her not to panic because it feels like there is a race to recognize who you are and what you are and what do you do with this information. And you might have a sense of what you're destined to do here on earth. And as I was talking with her, we started to strategize that one thing about the soul contract, I truly believe everyone has one, regardless if they take what I call a vacation life and they're not destined to do anything particularly huge in this particular lifetime. In my case, I was trying to skip out on my soul contract because I did not think my destiny was to do healing work. And how I ended up getting into the healing work is because I have a son that was sick and he needed help. So today we're going to talk about soul contracts, what is it, and how to reset it. And I'm hoping to even end with a short meditation to help you get into your body and to really feel what that soul contract is. So what I happened to do today, I scrambled thinking I could talk a lot and do a PowerPoint presentation. But what I ended up doing is taking segments of my course that I developed. Is called First Step to Your Spiritual Journey. In fact, it's 15 parts. I did this during the shutdown in 2020. I thought for certain I was going to finish a couple of my books that I started to write. And I was working with someone and say, hey, why don't we start off with a course to get people thinking about how to begin this journey? And I really thought, what a kick butt name. And I always loved the thought of First Step to Your Spiritual Journey. And I created this 15-part course series, and it's broken down into a beginner's program, which is a 4-part program, talks about the awakening process. The intermediate program is also another 4-part, is about living your soul and learning who this is inside. So the excerpt that I'm going to be showing you comes from the intermediate program. And then I went on and developed a 7-part advanced program, is Growing Your Spirit. And that is about working with your spirit guides, following through with the hunches you have, and how to grow your spirit so you can and you will live your life purpose if this is what you choose to do. And this is why I thank everybody for subscribing to the Healing Place Energy School on my YouTube channel here. And if you are into personal growth and you want to know and learn more about who you are, or perhaps you into self-healing and self-care, and I teach reflexology, chakra balancing, mindfulness, and meditation. And I do a combination of things to help you grow who you are. So I'm going to begin. And feel free to jump in. If you have questions, type it in the box because I want to answer them. And let's start off with what is your soul contract? All right. Are you ready to rock and roll? I think you can. I put everything that you see in the videos, that little video clips that I'm about to present, I have created every single component of the video along with the educational materials, and I do my own filming and I do my own editing. So this is something that I love passionately, is to create and to teach people what they could do to activate and awaken their inner healer. That's what this is all about. It's living your inner healer. So check this out, everybody. Let's talk about what is your soul contract. Your soul contract. Everyone has a soul contract or a soul agreement. A soul contract is usually made during our time of eternal rest. Yeah, in other words, you're dead. We decide if we want to come back and live another life to learn more lessons. The goal in between lives is to decide, do you want to work towards enlightenment where there's no suffering? We get to decide what experiences we want to learn in our next life. These lessons will help us to grow and strengthen our soul. It is the agreement that we have chosen. Life lessons, we decide who and what teaches our lessons. Every person and every experience you ever had contributes to your soul's growth. The expression goes, you can't pick your family, but everyone you encounter contributes to your soul's growth, regardless if you get along or you fight every step of the way. One of my best examples, I think about my mom and my sister. We have internal conflict, and we'll probably have internal conflict until the day one of us expires. And I keep praying that things will get better. Every time I make an attempt, it always comes back to bite me. So what do you do in this situation? Instead of feeling bad about it, be okay with the relationship that you have. And if you need to move away from the relationship for the time being, do so. There is no good or bad. It's something that we'll just have to keep practicing within our lifetime. And who knows, it could be several lives. Harmonious relationships. Oh, I love these. I think about my husband. My husband and I have been together for 50 years. He is part of my soul family, and we have probably reincarnated for many lives. I believe that is true. We get along so well. We're like a puzzle piece that come together, and there's very little conflict. And you could reincarnate with your pets. So what roles do you play in each other's life may change, but the relationship is usually very harmonious and peaceful. In fact, my home is very peaceful. I'm blessed. Troubled relationships. These are immature relationships that haven't lived many lives. You probably know who they are. If you have internal conflict with them, I'm going to say my mother and my sister. I have this feeling we've gone through so many lives together, and yet we still haven't been resolved. Remember, we got 10,000 lives to work it out. If you haven't resolved what you need to resolve in this current life, most likely you'll come back in the next life. Whatever emotions you struggle with, these are your life lessons that you have contracted to learn now. I'm sorry. It's one of those tough situations. Short-term relationships, what are they? These are the relationships you have that teaches you one or two lessons, and then all of a sudden, they moved on. You've learned what you needed to learn, and that the relationship is over with. So think about the friends who have come and gone in your life. I'm still sad of those people who have moved on from my life. Karmic relationships. This is when people come together to fulfill a life obligation, or they are repaying favors, or repaying debts, or making amends to past lives. These relationships are usually very short-lived. Why do we have difficult or painful lessons? This I don't understand, why some of us experience such pains in our lives or do horrific things to others. Whatever's in the soul contract, I pray they learn whatever lessons they agree to do so, and they could continue with the lessons in their next lifetime. Do you have past lives memories? Most of us have glimpses of past lives in a deja vu moment when we feel like we have known somebody or been somewhere, even though we've never been. All of our past life experiences live in our energetic body or in our chakras. Here's a great example. I love watching little children play the piano. At the age of 3, they're playing Mozart. And I'm thinking to myself, how could that possibly be? Well, all of our energetic experience lives on a cellular level. And depending on how many lives you've lived, all of a sudden they're emergent in this lifetime. Another example, I must have been a natural healer in my past life, because healing work comes very, enjoy those gifts. Do the best you can with each and every one. For you to subscribe to the Healing Place Energy School if you are interested in personal growth, courses on self-care, self-help with reflexology, chakra balancing, meditation, and mindfulness. What did you think of that? I have not watched that video, I would say, probably in a couple of years. And I even forget the things that I teach. And because I put in so much of my soul into my work, I forget, and I really enjoy even all the components of how I made the video. So your soul contract, it amazes me. I was working with a client this week, and she has a broken heart. Unfortunately, the relationship she thought was genuine has frazzled. So her heart is just broken up and it's all over the place. And then unfortunately, we were talking about how to bring the soul, the pieces of the soul, back home. This is what I call a home, your temple, your home. And to bring all those pieces back. And it's hard when your heart is broken 1,000 pieces, either through circumstances, relationships, death. It is really difficult to heal and mend, but it can be done. So one of the things that I was teaching in my course, and the clips that you are seeing right now, comes from the 4-part intermediate first step of your spiritual journey. And again, it comes back to what your temple looks like from inside out versus outside in. So if anybody has any thoughts, please feel free to share. So let's talk about, I'm going to show you my next clip. It's about how to reset your soul. And then from there, let's do a quick little grounding meditation so you can feel your soul. Here we go. Reset your soul. Let's talk about how to reset the soul when you start to feel stuck. First of all, you got to feed your soul every single day and to live a life of balance. The more balanced you become, the more energetic alignment you'll be. And then you won't have this internal conflict of you're arguing with yourself. And if you've forgotten about energetic alignment, go back to the first module and refresh yourself. And we'll talk more about energetic alignment in our next lesson, your soul contract. If you are doing things that contradict your soul, it's going to show up in your everyday life. All of a sudden you feel anxious, fearful, and what's worse, you won't be able to manifest. I want you to check in with yourself throughout the day. Not once a day, not once a week, every day throughout the day. Because if you don't know where you are energetically, you won't be able to manage your energy. Don't believe everything you think. Most of the time, what we think about is conditioning and our limited beliefs. Think about what your family has taught you. I talk about more about this conditioning and limited beliefs in my 9-part course series, Chakra 101, Know Your Energy. As you begin your awakening process, you're going to find yourself evaluating your beliefs and how are they currently serving you. That's something really key. Go back and observe the laws of nature. Natural laws are the laws of creation. This is things that you do every day, from taking care of yourself, your family, going to work, and all your activities. And then there's the spiritual laws, the laws of the spirit. What do you do to honor your spirit every day? Law of integrity. What do we do every day to live the best life that we can? And do you live in integrity? Do you know how to say no or not now? Really key. So living a life of what you really truly desire is part of your integrity. I want you to think about, live and act on what you feel and not give in to your fears and doubts. I know we have a lot of responsibilities, but where do you fit into your own life? The path of this journey does not make it less scary. In fact, once you begin your path, it starts to stretch you out of your comfort zone, and you're going to be tested every single step of the way. And this could only be done when you're growing. Everything you do at this point, and always, is to honor your spirit. Let's look at some of the things that we do to self-sabotage ourselves, and we have non-productive bad habits. And I'm not saying any of these changes are easy, but hey, you got to start somewhere, right? Baby steps are good. Look at your electronic addiction. What kind of foods do you eat? What's important to feed the soul is to eat whole foods to feed your body. Stop mindless activities. If you're sitting in front of the TV or computer, ask yourself, what are you avoiding? Stop putting things off. Everyone, including me, have a sabotaging personality. The things that we don't want to do, we're going to put off until tomorrow. And now is the time to bring it current. Make a change. No amount of wishing is going to make changes unless there's action behind it. Honor what you feel and then do something about it. And let's talk about how we exercise and strengthen the soul. Be here. Be now. Don't live in yesterday, which causes a great deal of stuckness, and don't live in tomorrow, because this is not a race. Express gratitude. Shifting your energy. Express gratitude. You could shift your energy. Could be just as easy by expressing your gratitude, because you're in the moment. Meditate. Make time to sit quietly with your thoughts. Make time for yourself. Yes, this is key, especially for women. Make time for yourself. 1 hour a day, 1 day a week, and 1 week a year. Set this time for you, yours alone. And what's really key to moving your energy is move your body. If you're sitting in front of that computer, and what happens is that energy becomes dense and like a slug. Reset your soul. I just love it. Oh my gosh. I hope you really got something out of that. When I look, and I try to live by all of those methods as much as possible. Will we have down days? Yeah, of course we will. There is nothing no one is perfect and no one is exceptional on this journey. Even, I would say, the oldest souls that have reincarnated so many times, they still make mistakes. And that's okay. If there's one day things don't work out the way you expected, get up. Constantly get up. And one of the things I've had to learn on this journey is if I don't finish, whatever that means, if I don't finish with what I desire to do in this lifetime, I have to be okay with it, because this is not a race. All right. So let's do a quick meditation. I'm going to get you in your body. So get really comfy. If you're sitting up, your feet should be on the floor because you're going to ground. Your hands should be open in your laps like so, because don't clench, because when you clench, you impede the energy from moving through the body. It gets stuck in the hands. Set the intention. What would you like to do in this moment? If you're interested in just being calm or just feel, that it doesn't have to be a race. It doesn't have to be anything huge. Just be. And we're going to focus on the breathing. You're breathing in through the nose and you're exhaling out of the mouth. Let's start with 3 cleansing breaths. We're going to breathe in and out. You can breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Just notice your hands might be tingling. Breathe in and out. And right this minute, this meditation is basically going to say hello to you. All right? Focusing on your breath. I want you to feel, I like to start from the feet and work all the way up to the head. I want you to start from the feet all the way up to your knees, and you want to check in. Check in with the energy. Does it feel strong to you? Have no judgment. Just notice the vibration of your legs. Does it feel strong? Does it feel weak? Does it feel just right? And all you're going to do is just thank your feet and your legs for carrying you. Yes. Let's focus the energy from the knee to the hips. And you're going to notice how strong your thighs are and how it's able to sustain you. It's able to bend and it's able to carry your weight, carry those footsteps as you're going from room to room and completing the tasks. And I just want you to thank your thighs. Take some breaths, 3 breaths, and really push that energy all the way down from your thighs to your feet. Again. One more time. Let's focus from your hips all the way to above your rib cage, your breast area, and just focus on your torso. As you're breathing in and out, I just want you to push in. Imagine just positive energies coming into your body as you exhale any negativity that you picked up through the day. I want you to push it out. We're going to do 3 cleansing breaths. You're going to breathe in, push out 360. Again. One last time. I want you to now thank your torso for the air that you breathe. It's able to process food. It's able to help eliminate toxins. It's able to digest. This is your life that you are feeling, your heart, your soul, your diaphragm. Let's give some appreciation from your shoulder to all the way down to your hands. Your hands, miracle, what they do for you every single day, from typing, for caring family, to work. 3 cleansing breaths to get rid of any negative energy that you've been carrying in your hands. You might want to shake it a little bit like this to get rid of that energy, especially if you've been typing. And we're going to give gratitude. 3 cleansing breaths. You're going to breathe in and out. Again, breathe in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. If you want, give your hand a couple little kisses, and for all the things that it does, they both do for you. Focusing on your breath now, I want you to focus on the energy from your throat to the top of your head, your crown chakra. This incredible, I'm going to call it your computer here, that thinks 30, 40,000 thoughts a day. Imagine how much thoughts they are. I want you to feel the energy of your brain, your third eye. Taking 3 cleansing breaths, you're going to breathe in and you're going to push 360 out. Again, breathe in and out. And one last time. Give yourself some appreciation and say, hey, thank you so much for giving me the brains to be able to process, to figure things out. I take my life full of joy, appreciation of everything that I do every day. I am blessed that I am me. I'm blessed that I have a home. I'm blessed I have food on my table. I'm blessed I have a family. I'm blessed that I have a job. And whatever else you are blessed in. Doesn't that sound lovely? Oh man, it's one of the things I love about this work is to be able to share. And if this video has been helpful, this lesson's been helpful to you, please subscribe to my channels, and then and also press the little bell for ding dong if you want more personal growth, self-care, self-help, awakening your inner healer with reflexology, chakra balancing, energy medicine, meditation, and what else do I do? And mindfulness. This is what I do every single day for me, my clients, and for my followers. So anyways, I have not thought about what I want to teach next week or talk about. If there's something you would like to learn, feel free to put it in the box below. I hope very much that you enjoyed this. So from my heart to yours, I bid you peace, health, and a lot of joy. I'll see you next week, next Tuesday. I think that's the 4th. Bye-bye. Be well.